Hello, this is Loosey Goosey Comedian. My real name is Ashley Leonardson, and I come from Portland, Maine. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about the Ultimate Comedy Bible, which is a book that I wrote. And you can check that out through Amazon at tinyurl.com// Ashley Leonardson Comedy. That's tinyurl.com/ASHLEYLENARTSON Comedy. Read a paragraph of the book, and I'm sure you will agree that I know how to write books on comedy. Comedy, a universal language. Comedy is a form of humor that evokes laughter and amusement. It's a powerful tool that can be used to entertain, critique, and even educate. There are many different styles and techniques used in comedy, but they all share the common goal of making people laugh. Types of comedy. Satire. This type of comedy uses humor to criticize or ridicule individuals, institutions, or society as a whole. Parody. A parody imitates the style of a particular work or genre, often for a humorous effect. Black comedy. This genre deals with dark or morbid topics in a humorous way. Physical comedy. This type of comedy relies on physical actions and gestures to create humor. Stand-up comedy. A single performer tells jokes or stories to a live audience. Sketch comedy, a series of short comedic scenes or skits. The elements of comedy. Timing. The delivery and pacing of jokes are crucial in comedy. Exaggeration. Overstating or exaggerating elements can create humorous situations. Understatement. Playing down the significance of something can also be funny. Surprise. Unexpected twists or turns can catch the audience off guard and lead to laughter. Relatability. Audiences often find humor in situations or characters they can relate to. Would you like to learn more about a specific type of comedy or a famous or not so famous comedian? Feel free to ask any questions you may have. I can be reached at ASHLEYLENARTSON@gmail.com. Go now. Based on statistics, the most common sexual position amongst married people is doggy style. This is where the husband sits and begs while the wife rolls over and plays dead. A little girl asks her mom, "Mom, can I take the dog for a walk around the block?" Her mom replies, "No, because she's in heat." "What does that mean?" asks the child. "Go ask your father." "I think he's in the garage." The little girl goes out to the garage and says, "Dad, can I take Lulu for a walk around the block?" "I asked Mom, but she said the dog was on the heat and to come ask you." He took a rag, soaked it in petrol, and scrubbed the dog's backside with it to disguise the scent and said, "Okay, you can take Lulu for a walk now. But keep Lulu on the leash and go only for one time around the block." The little girl left and returned a few minutes later with no dog on the leash. Surprised, Dad asked, "Where's Lulu?" You'll love this. The little girl said she ran out of petrol about halfway around the block, so another dog is pushing her home. "I took a dump in my sink. How come it won't flush right?" "I tried talking to myself, but I ended up driving myself crazier than I already am." "I tried to tell her that it wouldn't work, but she wouldn't listen." Women are wont to do that kind of behavior, and some men too. Blame, shame, and guilt will not get you anywhere. When someone starts taking your inventory, run. Just get out of Dodge. Or grow very silent and then very calm. and don't look that person in the eyes. Somebody told me to go F myself, so I did. God, that's very painful. Somebody told me to bend over, so I did. And when they kicked me hard, it made me fall over. I said, what the fuck? Whatever you put out for negative energy comes back to you. What exactly is a negative Nancy? If you got everything you always wanted in life, would you be happy? Of course I'd be happy. I'd be happy like a bird stuck in shite. The secret to being happy, don't let anything or anyone bother you. How to take off massive amounts of weight. Stop binge eating all the time. Or go on a veggie diet, but make sure you get fruits and vegetables and lots of protein. You got to balance out the fruits and the vegetables. Banish stiffness and pain. Jack me off more often. From the University of Funny Minds, that's UFM. Go now, laugh your butt off, and make sure that you develop a finely tuned sense of humor. When you don't have a sense of humor or you don't understand the jokes herewith, then ask somebody to help you figure them out. Go now, laugh your butt off 50 plus times per day. You'll feel better. Delirious or delirium tremens. Withdrawal from alcohol. Withdrawal, which causes many, many, many problems when one decides to become sober. From the effects of drinking alcohol, i.e. being addicted to the sugar and the alcohol and the buzz that comes with it. Could also be the name of a funny, fun pop rock band just starting out in Portland, Maine. We're delirious tremens from having to practice music all of the time. So this is why we have major arguments within the band. We also crack jokes at each other before we go back to our loved ones. Our fans keep us going even in the middle of the night. Where would you be without all of your fans? Gabapentin, a pill you can take that makes you talk even more than you do. Of course, you can also take too much caffeine or ephedra in pill form. Then you'll become an emotional basket case. And you won't be able to stop talking fast. And then your a-hole friend is going to say, who has been caught more times than I care to say? She'll tell you, Maverick, Ashley, I told you not to take those pills, as caffeine is a dangerous drug that is hard to stop being addicted to when you have emotional problems. And you think that the drug is going to help you with your emotional problems? It's going to keep you up all night long, you funny dumbass. Ha, 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 ha. The only thing that is going to help you with your emotional problems is to forget about your past and your future. Live in the present moments. You only have the present moments to be funny and loving with people. Otherwise, you better start memorizing your lines. Get her done. Blah, 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 blah. What a comedian or a comedian says when he or she is having a really bad day, or they're bored out of their mind. It's like being the Energizer Bunny Rabbit with no energy. You better put some Energizer Bunny Rabbit batteries somewhere, and the Energizer Bunny Rabbit keeps going and going and going and going and going nowhere. The Energizer Bunny Rabbit is stuck. My girlfriend's pussy is haunted with cobwebs. Suck my asshole with your big cock. I can't wait for you to turn my pussy into a gaping man pussy. Just come over and wreck me before I get out of the super duper hole wrecker and do it myself. A man's hole is the other pussy. Don't be afraid your butthole is winking at you in the mirror when you bend over to view it. She, he, or it won't bite. And God forbid, don't think about all that shit packed up there trying to get out. Think about how good the pain and pleasure is going to feel when your girlfriend bends you over and straps on the strap-on and shoves it in really hard and refuses to pull out. Breathe. Just breathe and get used to her diddling your dumper. If you don't give yourself an enema when she does it, that's okay. You're going to get shit-fucked. It's basically going to be a limo ride by the time she gets done with your mangina. You'll eventually get used to it and like it a lot. That's why taking it up the rectum is called pain and pleasure. Now, You know what it's like to take a dump and your girlfriend just opened up your sewer hole and she enjoyed doing it. Doesn't mean that you're gay. A gay man can have sex with another man, or a straight man can have sex with another gay man. It doesn't mean he's gay. It just means that he or she banged you in your tight manhole and gave you a shit buck. It's not over when I'm dead. I will keep going on into eternity forever and ever and ever. That's just the way it is. I'm like the Energizer Bunny Rabbit. I keep going and going and going and going and going. If I was on death row, what would I choose for my last meal? A penis butter sandwich, or an all-you-can-suck buffet, or an all-you-can-fuck buffet. I'm going to die. May as well go out sucking an extremely large penis or getting fucked in the butt. Then the guy who fucked me can belch it out and feed his cum to me and my ass juices to me as my last supper. Who said anything about needing a last supper? I can find food in the afterlife. He has a really long fishing pole. I asked him if I could look at his fishing pole, and he said, yes. I thought I was going to die when I looked at it. It was so long and big and fat. Today is not your lucky day. Neither is tomorrow or the next day. Fuck what people think of you. Fuck everybody. Live for you and live for today. Lucky. That was the name of my dog until she got run over. Then I renamed her Unlucky and gave her her last rites. You're funny and you're upbeat. Did you say that you'd like to look at my meat, laugh about it not being big enough for you, and then beat my meat, suck it, then beat it again till it spurts at you angrily like a viper? Anyone got any sticky buns for me? I need some hot and sticky buns to lick with my hot tongue. You're a wild and funny guy, more like a wild and crazy guy, but you ain't no Steve Martin. I'll leave that one to Steve Martin. I'm doing okay after 8 hours of hard labor. Gee, that sounds like I should have delivered the baby by now. I told Eric you should have a 9-pound tree limb by now. Save it for the bonfire. Eric said, I'll call the baby sapling sucker. I took a dump in my sick. How come it won't flush right? I tried talking to myself the other day, but I ended up driving myself crazier than I already am. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for listening to me. My name is Loosey Goosey Comedian, and I like to make people laugh. Usually when you start out as a comedian, if 20 people show up, you get anywhere from 3 to 8 minutes on stage. And you can't tell the audience I'm better than you, because then that's narcissistic talk. You make sure you have a set list prepared on paper so that you know what to say to your audience. And if you can't read what you wrote, you better write better penmanship the next time. So, the name of my book is The Comedy Bible, tinyurl.com/Ashley Leonardson Comedy. That's tinyurl.com/Ashley Leonardson Comedy. Have a blessed evening. Good night.